39 goals. 39 goals. Is this some sort of sick joke? Is this some sort of elaborate prank that's being played on me? Surely, Erling, you could have made your point that I was wrong without going for the jugular like this. I cannot believe quite how wrong I have been proved. Thinking about it, right? I think this is possibly the most wrong anyone has ever been about football ever. In the glorious history of our beautiful game, I'm not sure that anyone has ever been proved to be so spectacularly wrong as I have with regard to Erling Haaland. You know, Alan Hansen was the famous one, wasn't it? Alan Hansen, you don't win anything with kids after Manchester United lost at Villa Park on the opening day of the season. That Manchester United team, laden with kids, laden with the class of 92, went on to win a treble. A treble that has never been repeated and had never been done previously. So, Alan Hansen got something incredibly wrong. But I don't think Alan Hansen's prediction is fit to lace my boots. I think that Alan Hansen's one was true up until a point because it had never been done. You could see where he was coming from, and only the brilliance of Sir Alex Ferguson and then that team proved him wrong. Mine was wild. Wild! The geezer scored 5 goals in a 35-minute burst in the last 16 of the European Cup. 35 minutes, 5 goals in the last 16 of the European Cup. What the hell are you talking about, mate? What is wrong with this bloke? How on earth is he doing it, and how on earth is he this good? I feel sorry for myself, you know. I feel sorry for myself on many levels. Partly because even if I were to be proved wrong, nobody could have possibly foreseen that I would be proved wrong to this level. And secondly, I don't need this today. Erling, man, I don't need this today. I had a wonderful day yesterday. I was at the Cheltenham Festival, but, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to feel sorry for me here, Tom Garrett in my ear all day long while boozing at the Cheltenham Festival. That geezer could give a dead man a migraine. Can you imagine how tender I'm feeling today? Can you imagine quite how protected I need to be today? And instead of that, Erling Haaland has just amplified it and taken it to a new level. You know, it really is one thing scoring hat-tricks against Crystal Palace in August. Fair play, but, you know, Palace aren't a good team, as they've proven. They haven't won a game since before the World Cup. This is different. The last 16 of the European Cup, doing it at that level and breaking the records that he is breaking at that level. This is a howler from me. He's broken a record that lasted 94 years at Manchester City. Tommy Johnson scored 38 goals in the 28-29 season. 38 goals for Manchester City. A record that has stood true and proud for 94 years. Haaland smashed it. And to bring it back to the point about the European Cup, only 2 players have scored 5 goals in a single Champions League match. Those players are Lionel Messi, the best player to have ever done it, and Luis Adriano, who for a time was sensational. The company that Erling Haaland is keeping there, it shows you and demonstrates quite what a wonderful player he is and quite what an amazing goalscorer he is. And annoyingly, quite how wrong I was. He's also the youngest player to hit 30 goals in the Champions League. So he's doing it quicker than anyone else. I just can't believe how good he was. And now I need you to all be honest. Seriously, please comment below. I need you to be honest here. Did you, even if you thought I was wrong, did anyone genuinely believe that he was this good? Please comment below. Be honest. Surely you did not foresee him being this good. Even if you thought he'd score loads of goals, even if you thought he'd win the Golden Boot, you can't have possibly thought this. 39 goals in a condensed season by March. What are you talking about, mate? So how we're going to monitor this is, I need you to give the video a like. If you knew that he was going to break records, like this video. That way I can monitor it. How many people could actually predict that he was going to do what he was doing? Maybe not to this level, but how many of you like this video if you knew in August, before a ball had been kicked this season, that he would win the Golden Boot? His ambition and his drive and his determination to score goals also is bafflingly impressive. He is so driven. He is so one-dimensional and so clinical. I heard him being interviewed after the game yesterday, and I think he was joking. But he said regarding his manager's decision to sub him that he was a bit gutted because he wanted a double hat-trick. Greedy geezer. But all the best are. And the amazing thing is, he has been this dazzlingly good from day dot. From the second he arrived in the Premier League, he's been this good. You know, we constantly talk about players needing time to find their feet. They need to acclimatise to a new league. And that is what my prediction was all based upon. He broke all the rules. I remember the game against West Ham. That Areola brought him down. Haaland stood up, smashed home the penalty, and he's never stopped since. He scored 2 goals that day on his debut, and no player has done that for Man City since Sergio Aguero. They are so lucky. They have gone from Aguero, one of the masters of the Premier League, into Haaland. I'm jealous. And my now famous prediction on that clip with Thogden on the Saturday Social was basically over before it had begun. Erling Haaland, the lunatic, had scored 9 goals by August. It's unprecedented. You've got to feel sorry for me, haven't you? 9 in 5 games. And the 6 that he scored against Palace and Forest combined arrived in just 1 hour on the pitch. This guy scored 3 hat-tricks in 8 games. 3 hat-tricks in 8 games. Do you know where the next record is? 48 games. 48 games. 3 hat-tricks in 8 games. The next record is 3 hat-tricks in 48 games. Mate. 20 for the season after 13 games. How wrong I was. The first Premier League player in history to score 20 goals before January. I remember Nicolas Anelka at Chelsea winning the Golden Boot over a full season with 19 goals. Haaland has scored 20 before January. There are still 11 Premier League games to go. And Erling Haaland needs only 4 goals to surpass that incredible tally that was set by Mohamed Salah. Salah's record of 32 goals in a 38-game season I thought would be historic and nobody would come close to it. Remember, Mo Salah's season that year, he was totally and utterly unplayable. 32 in 38. Haaland's going to do it, isn't he? He's got 11 games to score 4 goals. He's actually going to break that ridiculous record. How crazy is this? I just checked it. He's actually only 6 behind Alan Shearer and Andy Cole. Alan Shearer and Andy Cole, they did it in a 42-game season. So their record in a 42-game season, I think, is going to be surpassed by Erling Haaland in a 38-game season. 4 less games, breaking the record of Alan Shearer and Andy Cole, 2 of the best to have ever played the game. This geezer is historic. He is unbelievable. His current tally of 28 would actually have him winning the Golden Boot now in any of the last 4 seasons. The man is absurd. It's completely preposterous what he's doing. The only thing more absurd than him, annoyingly, is me and my prediction. I would like to take this moment to say, Erling Haaland, I got it wrong. I am truly sorry. You are elite. You are unmatched. You are unrivaled. And you are historic. And I am a pillock. So there we have it. I think in this video we've concluded that my shout earlier this season whilst talking to Thogden on the Saturday Social is probably the most idiotic prediction in football history. Erling Haaland, please forgive me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, click subscribe. It would be an honour to welcome you into this community. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tonight.